that those responsible for the psychopathic sectarian killings in our area, operating from the south, are probably in a group of about 12 strong. As far as the straightforward IRA terrorist is concerned, it's very difficult to estimate exactly how many we're up against, but I would believe a figure of around 30 would be fairly accurate. Not very strong.
Colonel, how important is it to you and your men here to have more cooperation than you're getting from across the border in the Irish Republic with the security forces there?
At the present time, we have very good cooperation with the Gardaí through the RUC.
The Irish police?
That's right, and I'm quite confident that really does work well.
Does it work quickly enough for you?
It does work quickly, and when we are operating actually in the border area, we can talk to the Gardaí on our radio sets, and we certainly work together. As far as the Irish Army are concerned, regrettably, at the moment, there is no cooperation between ourselves and the Irish Army.
Is it desirable and necessary that it should be, in your view?
I think it's highly desirable and indeed necessary.
The official view in the Republic has been that cooperation between the two armies is not necessary.
I don't see the point of it. We have a mission to perform. Presumably they have a mission as well. What their mission is, I don't know, and I don't wish to know. We have a job to do. We do it in our own way. I'm satisfied that we do it well, and I'm satisfied that we're doing it effectively.
And what about the SAS squadron that you're said to be getting? Is it here?
As you know, Mr. Wilson has said that the SAS will be operating in South Armagh, and I'm afraid I cannot say any more about it.
But what specific capability do they have, and which they will employ that you haven't done so far?
Very little that we haven't done so far, but a particular role of theirs is covert surveillance, which they're very expert at.
Which is going to give you information that you haven't been able to get so far from the local community.
To a certain degree, though, one's got to be very careful about bringing in the local community here.
The three people from Raphoe had been travelling towards Strabane in a Ford Escort car. They had just crossed the bridge over the River Foyle, marking the border with County Donegal, when the van bomb exploded shortly after 9 o'clock. The two women and one man had been going to collect a wreath for the funeral of a relative this afternoon. An RUC patrol had just arrived to investigate the suspect van when the bomb was detonated, shattering the front of their Land Rover. The vehicle used broke up into small pieces and left a crater underneath. An eyewitness who was shaken by the force of the blast said he had heard the two women in the car screaming. All three occupants of the car received cuts to their legs, arms and faces and were taken to Letterkenny Hospital for treatment.
Diversions have been in operation at Lifford since last Tuesday, when the bridge was first closed following the abandonment of a taxi hijacked in the town. Apparently agreement was reached last Thursday that the best approach to the vehicle was from the southern side. However, it took until today to finalise plans for dealing with it. For the first time, British Army bomb disposal experts came from the southern side of the border to check out the area around the vehicle. There has been no Garda checkpoint at Lifford since the early 80s, when Deputy Hart claims he heard Deputy Neil Blaney say a condition of his support for the Fianna Fáil government was the removal of this and other checkpoints.
Now, his argument was that we should not be propping up partition. The people of Lifford now realise that this isn't about propping up partition, this is about keeping the roads safe and protecting the hospital. And I'm now saying to the government, forget the hang-ups that we have about letting British soldiers in here or putting checkpoints on, in the interest of safety.
Patients in the local hospital were evacuated last Tuesday, and since then some businesses in the town have suffered and tension has been high.
Of course it's a big worry when you're in business in the town. You must remember that we're in a small town in the north of, really in the corner of Ireland, so nobody really cares about us as far as we're concerned. We're in Lifford, it's stuck in the corner, so who cares?
This is the second time in 3 weeks the bridge has been closed because of a security alert, and there's a strong view locally that so long as there is no Garda checkpoint here, this could happen again and again.